Welcome to the Shekina Meditation Podcast, created by Shekina community members. Shekina communities are dedicated to creating free devotional spaces of Christian practice for spiritual seekers and travelers around the world. We post Christ-centered guided meditation each week to help you in your personal or small group practice. You can find episode show notes and other information at shekinacommunity.com.
Hello, this is Ro.
This is Ray.
It's week 59 of the podcast.
It's Tuesday, the 17th of December as we record this, and we are at my place, sitting in the evening light, getting ready to have dinner together.
Yep, it's our regular Tuesday dinner
And Bible circle.
thing.
But today we're just going to have some time being cozy together, listening to Christmas songs, maybe. Or maybe we'll just shout them out. I don't know.
Josh was talking about bringing over some games.
Nice.
Yeah, it's going to be
cozy
nice.
time.
And Ray has made a very special dish to eat together.
I'm hoping it's not too salty.
It's going to be amazing. Yeah. So, dear listeners, this podcast is supported by you. Because this podcast is about meditation, we want to just keep it ad-free so it's not interrupted. Our beloved patrons at patreon.com support us for as little as $1 a month, and patrons get extra audio every month. You can find us at patreon.com/Shekina Meditation Podcast.
And another way that you can support us is by rating or reviewing us on iTunes. You can share the podcast on Instagram. You can email it to a friend. You could forward it around the world. You could start a chain letter that says that if people forward it, that they're going to receive extra apples in their lives or extra llamas.
Yeah, and then if they don't, it'll be a llama-less, apple-less wasteland.
Yeah, warn them. Warn those people. You could do it like that.
Please.
However you like. Just let your friends know about the podcast if you enjoy it.
Yeah. So supporting this podcast does help keep Shekina communities running and free for travelers and spiritual seekers. It helps us do all sorts of things. Today we did work in the garden, and some of those things cost money.
Yeah.
And supporting this podcast helps us do those sorts of things. It helps us buy food to cook for people. It helps us do all sorts of
Do all the little repairs to keep things running and water things and pay for the electricity bills and all these these kinds of things.
Keeps the lights on.
Keeps the lights on.
That's right. Yeah, so patrons, you really are the best, you know. You're sweet, super sweet and fuzzy and warm and cozy. You're like a big warm jacket on a cold scooter ride home.
Oh, have you ever had one of those, a cold scooter ride, bro?
Oh, yeah, just a few this time of year. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And
It's
a big
freezing!
Jacket. It's so cold. And a big jacket is a must.
Yeah.
Patrons, you're like that.
You like that.
Tell me more about the week. It's been cold.
Yeah, we had a really cold week, and then it's gotten a bit warmer in the last couple of days. Like last week, I was thinking there was no way even at this time of day that we could eat outside. It was so
that's
cold.
true. This time last week we were eating inside.
We were like, we got to go inside. It's too cold to sit outside right now. So today we're sitting outside again. Yeah, it was cold. So we talked about the traveling shrine, I think, last week.
Yeah.
About Leaf made these beautiful cards. They're verse and picture cards that she has made for people to be able to set up their own little spaces of prayer around the world. And they travel there in a little pocket, and it's handmade with love, and it's so beautiful. So she did an exhibit in Chiang Mai last week, and yesterday it came to Pai.
Yeah.
And she invited all her friends and a lot of the travelers that we know, and yeah, it was amazing. It was such a beautiful day.
Loads and loads of people came. There was probably, I'd say 30 or 40 people came through, something like that. A few little ones running around, and lots of people interacting with the art and finding some of the cards very moving or very touching in lots of different ways. She did an artist talk again, which was really lovely, just hearing about her process and her vision for the project. And hearing a few people respond to the artwork was really positive.
It was beautiful.
Really lovely. Yeah.
And the way that we've set up the food forest is so that there's sort of these wandering paths that go all the way through it, and they're meant to be kind of meditative, that you can walk through there on your own and spend some time out in the food forest. And so it was so beautiful because each one is framed, and then they were all around it. So that was like, it really was like a journey. And it was like using the space in a way that we've always imagined, having art out there or words out there. So that was really cool.
Yeah, so good. Yeah, and then we progressed towards the fire and sung bhajans for 2 or 3 hours around the fire into the night. It was really lovely as well.
Lovely. What else, Ro?
Well, we had a really nice big lunch on Sunday.
That was a gorgeous day.
Yeah, it was just beautiful weather, lots of folks, lots of playing in the garden afterwards, a bit of music and some circus jamming, and people having some really nice long talks together. And
Oh, yeah.
yeah. Oh, we also started selling our turmeric latte mix this week, which you've probably heard us talk about a million times, because we used to talk about it all the time.
Yeah, we did. That's true. We were talking about how we were drying turmeric every week.
Yep.
Yeah, and washing it.
Yeah, that's right. Washing it, drying it, grinding it. And now it's for sale in little jars, and we've put it around town in some shops, and it's a really delicious mix. We serve some today, actually. It's really nice.
That's another way to support the stuff that goes on at the garden. So it's kind of fun, these little enterprises to make things keep running.
That's right. And also, we're putting a new roof on the kitchen this week. It's a little fuzzy guy again.
They're so fuzzy when they first come out.
So cute. Just the grassy roof is what we're talking about.
Yes, it's a grass roof.
Looks really fuzzy when it's brand new. It's like a little creature.
It hasn't laid down yet. It's still standing up.
And
they're done. They got done so quickly.
Finished. Yeah, it's a one-day job, which is pretty amazing. And then preparation for next week's big party, Christmas.
Ooh, it's coming. It's gonna be beautiful.
Yeah.
It's going to be really cool. We will be on break next week.
That's right, because we won't be recording any meditation. We'll probably have a 1 week or so break from posting
a podcast. So we'll see you in the new year.
Woohoo! The last podcast for the year. It's this one. What do you know? Exciting.
That is exciting.
That was a great excited noise you just made.
I know.
It was good.
It was probably really loud.
Please don't edit it out. I love it. Tell us about today's meditation, Riri.
Well, today's episode is a Lectio Divina on the Lord's Prayer. It's from Matthew 6, verses 9 to 13, guided by Scion and recorded in Pai, Thailand. And the meditation will have 3 parts. First, Scion will guide you through some exercises to help you find some quiet and peace in your mind. Then he will read through the verses a number of times with lots of space and silence in between.
Yeah, and then the third part, as usual, the third part of the meditation is really all about processing. So if you're listening to this podcast by yourself, you might like to journal some thoughts down. Or if you're meditating with a group of people, you might like to pass a talking stick or another object around the circle and give each person an opportunity to share from their experience of the meditation. So just listening well to each other, not interrupting or correcting, letting each person share.
Let's begin.
Welcome everyone to Shekina Garden. Thank you for being here. Today's meditation is the words of Yeshua, and here at Shekina Garden we are a Christ-centered devotional community, so these words are sacred to us. And we believe that they are alive, and they are ancient words that the divine can use to speak to us. So this is an opportunity for that to happen. Some of the context of the passage that I'll use today is where Yeshua is talking about prayer. And he mentioned some ways that one shouldn't pray arrogantly, or praying for show, praying to be seen, to be spiritual, but rather to pray in secret, in that place of intimacy with the divine. And so that being a precursor to the words that we'll use in this meditation, I felt it was important to mention that the context of these words were that they would be used in a place of intimate specialness. So you're invited to begin to relax your body, begin to get in a comfortable position. It's recommended that, at least at first, we have a straight spine, although whatever your body is wanting of you throughout the meditation, feel free to be kind to yourself today. Begin to notice your breath. The coolness as it enters your nostrils. Just the idea of receiving fresh air into your body. And with each exhale, allowing yourself to relax even more. And continuing to breathe, noticing any parts of your body that might be calling for attention today. And just consciously sending that air to those spots. Allowing any tight spots to be nourished and relaxed. And as we breathe out through our mouths, invited, if you wish, to release an audible sigh to let your body know it's okay to relax. And as we continue to breathe, feed our bodies with oxygen, you can begin to notice the external as well. What does the air feel like on your skin? What sounds do you hear? What sound is the closest to you? What sounds are farthest away? As we continue to breathe, a gentle reminder to be kind to yourself today, in your body, and also in your mind. Meditation is a practice of returning And if your thoughts drift away, that's okay. Just practicing, noticing that they have drifted and bringing the intention back into the present, back to the breath, back to the sacred text. As we continue to breathe, to notice our thoughts, acknowledging any busyness in our mind. You might like to imagine your thoughts as many birds flying around you, chirping and singing. Many sounds, many thoughts. And you might like to imagine yourself taking some space from those thoughts for a time and walking away from those noisy birds, just for now. As we continue to breathe, we'll take this moment in your own way, in your own space, to welcome the divine to speak to you. as you continue to breathe and listen to the words from the sacred text, you are invited to notice if there's just one thing that sticks out to you, a word or a picture or a feeling. And Yeshua said, "Pray like this: Our Father in heaven, holy is your name. Your kingdom come. Your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For yours is the kingdom, yours is the power, and yours is the glory, forever and ever." And so it is. As you continue to breathe for this second reading, there will be more space in between the words. You are welcome to invite the divine to speak to you in that space. And Yeshua said, "Pray like this: Our Father in heaven, holy is your name." And Yeshua said, "Pray like this: Our Father in heaven, holy is your name." Your kingdom come, your will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Your kingdom come, your will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. Forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For yours is the kingdom, yours is the power, yours is the glory, forever and ever. For yours is the kingdom, and yours is the power, yours is the glory, forever and ever. For yours is the kingdom, yours is the power, yours is the glory, forever and ever. Yeshua said, "Pray like this: Our Father in heaven, holy is your name." Your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For yours is the kingdom, yours is the power, yours is the glory, forever and ever. As these words are read once more, you might like to imagine in your heart speaking this prayer to the divine. And you might like to imagine the voice of your heart unified with those who have prayed this prayer in the past, and those who may be praying this prayer right now. Or perhaps you may just want to have a posture of openness to what the divine might speak to you through these words. And Yeshua said, "Pray like this: Our Father in heaven, holy is your name. Your kingdom come. Your will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us today our daily bread. Forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For yours is the kingdom, and yours is the power, and yours is the glory, forever and ever. And so it is. Amen." And as you continue to notice your breath, you're invited to take a moment in gratitude and acknowledgement of anything that you feel the divine has spoken to you in this time. And as you continue to breathe, you're invited to slowly return to this present moment, to begin to become aware of this space of your body, of the air around you. And in your own time, with your own breath, returning to the here and now.
Thank you for joining today. There will be a new guided meditation available each week, so don't forget to subscribe to iTunes or sign up for our newsletter to get podcasts delivered to your inbox at www.shekinacommunity.com/podcast newsletter. Also, you can rate or review on iTunes or sign up as a patron at patreon.com/Shekina Meditation Podcast. Have a beautiful week. Many blessings to you.